Hello, beautiful people. I am Lady Calamere, and I do welcome you to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. If you're a subscriber, welcome back. And before I get started, just to let you know, if you get an email or a message or text from me saying that I want to do a reading for you or a spell for you, it's not me. I don't do that. It's a scam. So disregard it and report it because it's not me. I would not do that. Anyways, today I am doing my 400th presentation. Yay! Woohoo! Fireworks, right? Boom, 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 boom. So, my 400th presentation will be on the copper aspect, the copper robe of Santissima Muerte. And here I have one of my beautiful new statues, and I've been working on it. I've put two iron pyrite here, citrine. Well, this is actually a heat treated amethyst to make it citrine, but it's still used for money. I have an Italian coin here. So, and I got a green aventurine skull I glued on. So, to really help activate this statue. And I love the power of crystals. So we got iron pyrite here. So the copper robe of Santa Muerte. So Santa Muerte is also, as this is the three metal Santa Muerte metals all together, the trifecta: copper, silver, and gold. And this statue itself is going to be used for a lot of things dealing with good luck, money, and prosperity. And I already did the gold Santa Muerte with the gold robe with the money robe. But today we're going to do the copper robe. So, like I said, one of the three metals, and you see here, there's money here, put here, and the copper deals with, yes, she's going to deal with some money and stuff, but what she's going to be also dealing with is breaking bad streaks of bad luck. The copper robe is going to deal with cleansing, purification, and exorcisms. Okay? She's going to remove the things that are harming you in whatever way. She deals with removing these things. Now, she's also a vitality, power, and energy. She deals with changes and transformation. So, what she's dealing with is you call upon her to remove bad luck, streaks of bad luck, bad habits. She's going to help you break bad habits, especially in these bad habits are making you choose poorly in your financial decisions, like like addiction to gambling or an addiction to anything that's costing you money. Okay, whether it's alcoholism, drug addiction, maybe you're addicted to cigarettes, maybe you're an impulse buyer. You can't stop yourself from buying things. You're now a hoarder where you keep buying and buying, and you do not use these things. You just buy and buy and buy, and because of that, you're losing money. So this robe is important to deal with. She's going to help you when to make wise financial decisions instead of poor financial decisions. So she's going to help you realize and help you get treatment and help for these things. So instead of buying cigarettes and alcohol and things you don't need, you can be putting this in your bank account. You could be paying bills. You can be spending down on debt. Okay, get yourself more and more out of bad credit. So maybe these decisions are ruining your credit score, or, you know, maxing out your credit cards. So it could she can help you with, maybe someone in your life is taking your credit card and just draining you dry financially. She can just snip that right off, whatever way she chooses, how she chooses. So that is her power. So the copper is a Santa Muerte aspect for personal empowerment. Now Santa Muerte, no matter what robe she wears, she's still Santa Muerte. She's still the most holy death, Santissima Muerte, the most holy death. She's still our mother death. The copper one is also about grounding, to ground out your anxiety, grounding out your anger, just grounding out that excess energy. Maybe you can't stop. You just can't stop. You have to keep going. Those nervous energy, you can't relax. You can't sit down. You can't sleep. This is the one to call to just take it, Santa Monte. Just take my energy and help me, to just help me, calm. Sorry, Santa Muerte, calm down, help me ground. And she's there with grounding out this energy, or maybe these impulses, to help you, ground it so you don't ruin yourself. She's also dealing about protection. She's about protection. She's also used to ward off and chase away negative spirits, negative energies that would cause things to be unstable, because here she is going to bring stability. Ow, Miss Boo. She just gave me a little static shock. Yes, you did, little Boo. Boo, don't eat that. I don't know what that is. Oh, little Boo, how did this happen? A little crystal on the floor. She almost ate. Boo, you're too old to be putting things like that in your mouth. Shame on you, Lady Boss. So she's about protection and keeping you safe. She's also can help ask her to protect you against scammers, because they're getting better and better now, to help you be aware. Maybe you're getting a contact from some big company that doesn't contact you. And if you get a call from your bank, the best advice I can do is tell you to call the bank directly, or call that company directly, because there are people saying, "Oh, I'm from Google, or I'm from this company, or I'm from that," and pretending they're from whatever, eBay, Amazon, whatever. They're not. They may not be. Yeah, Amazon doesn't call you. Neither does Google. Banks can call you, but hey, just some advice there. So the copper is about overcoming adversaries to gain success, to gain an upper hand, and to overcome these obstacles. She's about giving you vitality and resilience, and to come up on top during trying times. She's also about clarifying things and spiritual insights into things and into situations and problems. She's also about helping you with creativity and being creative. So she's also dealing with the elemental about the, I would say, the, what can I say, the metallic nature and all it deals with. She's about bringing balance and bringing you back into harmony instead of disharmony. Uh, so, what she's going to be dealing with is going to help you gain good luck. Silver is also about luck. She's also, and gold is also about money. So she works the silver, copper, and gold, or like the trifecta or the trinity, dealing with prosperity. As you have white, red, and black, well, the trinity, unofficial trinity, I guess you say, is the copper, silver, and gold together, back to back, as we see here, and facing outward towards you, bringing it towards you. So her metal is definitely copper. So you can also think about putting copper pennies, whatever denomination, I mean, whatever nation you're from, if it has Canadian penny or United States penny, doesn't matter. Something that is dealing with the copper color, though, would be great for her. You can think about different types of copper, like your regular copper or your, this, what's it, peacock, trying to think, copper, and stuff of that nature. So you would also want her to help you open the ways to success, prosperity, to open the door to financial stability and even bliss. So I'm not rich by any means, and I'm not financially rich. So, but maybe one day I will be. I hope I could do a lot of good with it. But still, she can help you dealing with attainment and dealing with removing what does not serve you in this life. Trying to think. The purple, I mean, look, the copper Santa Muerte is also transmutation and to transmute things. So maybe you can make a prayer to her and burn a copper candle to her if you can get one. And you could burn there's different like candles for transmutation. So if someone's sending you negativity, to whatever negative they wish, may it turn into financial good for me. To transmute any anger to sending you to happiness, maybe, or any sadness to happiness, or any bad luck to good luck. Okay. So she's useful to remove blockages, whether purification or total road opening. Cleansing, just removing things that are in generally not good for you, and then for like a certain goal is what you would use a road opening, maybe to road opening to, I don't know, get to the job you want, to open the way for success. Whatever you use, the Abre Camino, and you can use an Abre Camino candle for her, and then you'll see it means road opening in Spanish. It means opening the road opener. So she's useful to remove these blockages and open these blockages and clear these blockages, not only in your outer world, but also in your inner world, in your inner self. So you're open up the roads in the macrocosm as well as in the microcosm, the big world and the little world within your little worlds within yourself, the big worlds outside of yourself. So she's good for gambling. She's called for gambling, and she's called for business growth and to remove any negativity. She's good to deal ward off betrayal and dealing with, big mouths. Like you could do a tapa boca spell, shut your mouth spell. So tapa boca means shut your mouth. You can get a shut tapa boca candle and use it to ward off gossip. Yeah, sometimes this gossip can destroy your business, your channel, your livelihood, your very name. So you want to make sure you don't have any business betrayals or co-worker betrayals. So she's great, like I said, for these rituals, and she's great for to attract maybe a new career, maybe a new position, so that you can get this, and clearing these energetic uh, booby traps and blockages. So she's great. Don't you dare, lady boss. I see what you're gonna do, and I'm gonna hold it. So if you can't find copper colors, they said you can use white candles to represent the colors of copper, to represent different colors. But when the holiday seasons come, my advice to you is to get a bunch of silver, gold, and copper candles, because sometimes they can be hard to get. So they do sell copper Santa Muerte necklaces and amulets. Uh, she's good for getting new opportunities in life. You can give her offerings. Well, first of all, is she approachable? Yes. It's said that like her energy is like between like a red and gold energy of passion and finances coming together. So things that you can give her is stones containing copper. Now be careful with malachite and because that has pure copper and it can be toxic. But you can give her stones that contain a massive amount of copper in it that come like from copper veins, pennies, copper coins. You can offer her sweets and tequila. One of the things that you could do is put a copper coin into water and have it, blessed and then bless the statue with it. If you just have a copper statue, I don't have a plain copper statue. What I have is this. She likes her general things. She likes a good cigarette, cigarillo, cigar, tobacco, the general stuff, the sweets, the chocolate, whether it's chocolate milk, chocolate liqueurs, chocolate edibles. Be careful of your cats and dogs because it will poison them. Because dogs and cats and a lot of animals cannot have it. It's a theobromine, and there's another chemical in it. Just can't think of it right now. Starts with an M that's also toxic to cats and dogs. So to be on the safe side, if your cats and dogs are eating, just be careful. Keep it in a wrap. Keep it out of reach. But carob, Santa Muerte does like carob. Some people say they use that because sometimes their animals come and start eating it, and the dog eats carob. Carob is safe. Carob is safe for your dogs. Okay. So I've known cats that come up and drink the water, drinking the water. So you want to make sure that if you put anything in it, just make sure your cats are not guzzling it. It won't be funny when you have the vet bill or a sick animal. So, uh, copper utensils and bowls she likes. She likes the general sweets that, like I said, tequila. She likes fresh water. Pretty much what Santa Muerte generally likes and what you give to her from your heart, from your heart of hearts, that you can give her. So if you could find a copper shaped heart, think of hearts, you can give her that copper chain or a necklace made of copper or bracelet. I've used to have a copper bracelet and it was made of pennies and they were welded, they were soldered together. So I got some compliments and complaints and people tell me that's illegal and I said no it's not, I bought it. And they were arguing. Some of them were like really old pennies, but whatever. I bought it from a Native American shop in Pennsylvania that time, and it was something different, something new. And it only cost me like a few dollars. And it was I think like 10 or 11 pennies, but it was really cool. I think it was like $10 or something. So, oh, you pay that much? And I said, well, it's old pennies, and it was workmanship to it, and it's something different. So think of something like that. I'm not telling you to deface money. I cannot tell you to do that. Uh, there are people that go into a machine and put their coins in, and then it would flatten out the coin. And I remember if you could still find something you can flatten out a penny and something and have it like a real shape, and then give it to her. So the this the copper has a heat to it. Again, it has the red and gold energy, so she does have some heat to her. Where I told you this, the solar represents the gold represents more of the solar aspects, and I haven't touched on the silver one, which represents its lunar aspects. So the she's also an excellent one for renewal and to bring courage to face fears. She's fiery. She's invigorating. And like I said, she's one of the metallic ones, or the three metals. So if someone's trying to influence you or peer pressure, that's not good for you. Or groupthink. Now, groupthink is when a bunch of people come together and they think of what kind of shit can we come up now to cause trouble or something that's not good. We call it groupthink. At least that's what they called it back when I was in college and I was learning about sociology and speech communication courses. And the groupthink was, what shitty thing can we come up now? So peer pressure of doing something that you know you shouldn't, maybe to use illicit substances, maybe to do something stupid challenge that's going to get you hurt or taken off this planet or put you in prison or get you fined. She's like, wait a minute, don't do it. So if someone says, hey, you can't be with the cool kids if you don't do this, or if you don't do this, you're not my friend anymore. And you know it's wrong. You know, you know that it can lead you into other things or lead you to an addictive pattern. You know what? If you were my friend, you wouldn't be telling me to do this. You wouldn't be, you know how kids dare, I dare you to go into that old dilapidated house. You can get hurt. You can get sick. You know, in a lot of trouble too for trespassing. So again, she's about like, no, don't do it. So yeah, she has a hot aspect to her. Uh, she is approachable, but and remember this. She has a fiery, but she is approachable. She is approachable. So, uh, yeah. What else? I'm trying to think. What else? I don't have notes or a script, so Anyways, there you go. It's very beautiful, huh? Just trying to think what else. So she can be used not just exorcisms of your home or your environment, but of yourself. Purification to really remove the bad luck energy. Like some areas are just okay. My mom used to go every time she went by this place, this one intersection. Was it, I'm trying to think, it wasn't Northern Boulevard. It was Queens Boulevard, somewhere in Queens Boulevard. And she went by this under this trestle. Something would happen. Something would happen to her. She said she hated it. She'd sometimes end up getting sick. Now I talked to other people and they felt there's a lot of sick energy here. Like something bad happened. Something had to be like a murder or something. Anyways, and a lot of people felt that energy. And some people said they don't even want to go by this place. It's just some people are more susceptible to things and whatever. She tried to avoid it for that one particular area if she could. But when she couldn't, she said she didn't feel well. So there are places that are sour, bad luck, or unclean. Now, Santa Muerte can be used to help you with this, or to help protect you from whatever shit is going on. And there's just some cases where people just have to sell the property, unfortunately. But Santa Muerte can really help you with these things, with these negative energies. So, some people feel they need to bless themselves when they go by a graveyard or when they go by a cemetery to hold their breath, or because they feel things can follow them or affect them. And again, Copper Santa Muerte is a good defense against it. You can get I her as a medallion on her rosary. Oh, I don't know if I ever seen copper rosary beads. It'd be cool to see a metallic rosary beads like that. It'd probably be really expensive. I used to have this nice hematite rosary beads, but this guy, was with Kyle, I was living with at that time, broke it. He didn't care. He just put his stuff right on top of my rosary. That was, my altar. He didn't care. It broke, and it was made for me by my friend Peggy. It was really dear to me. But whatever, you can use whatever rosary you have for her and do the rosary to her. And just trying to think what else. She's good for an influencing of you doing something good and not bad. To find some good influencers and some bad influencers. And Boo, do you want to join? She's all about energy, and she's all about the flow of our life force and our Shakti, or even our Kundalini force. There are the force of our energy. She's all about that. She's all about doing steady energy. She's all about personal growth. She's all about spiritual evolution to body, mind, and spirit. And she also deals with healing. Copper Santa Muerte can do healing and all sorts different types of miracles for you. She's about your she also deals with sexual stamina, your vigor, your womanhood or manhood. So she's all about that. She really is. She shields her devotee from harm. So anytime you feel vulnerable, this and the three metallic, she's really good to help you with that. She can soothe you while she can just blast the shit out of things. She's really good for that. So this is a better view as we have our owl in the world here. Horned owl. We have her sand, her little sand timer. Oh, I forgot what it's called. It, it basically, I used to love that as a kid. She has her money here and all the coins and her mystical crystal ball and her scythe. And just look at the scythe here. Each one has this decoration. It's very beautiful. And you can put like a mojo bag that you make, filled with different herbs, rice, and different seeds in it. And also, you could put amulets, you could put talismans and crystals and whatever herbs you associate with it into a nice little luck bag. And traditionally, these uh, bags, whether you want to call them gree bags, the mojo bags, were originally red felt for whatever purpose. I'm getting a little bit off track, whether it's for protection or good luck or love or happiness or whatever. It was always red felt. And then people start using different colors, and that's fine. You can use whatever color you want: silver, gold, copper. I mean, you can make your own bag or just get a piece of cloth and fill it up. You don't even have to sew it, and just tie it and throw it in there. I haven't done that yet. I will. I will. It's a work in progress. Rome wasn't built in a day. So, anyways, I want to thank you for watching this presentation on the Copper Santa Muerte. I hope you learned something new or you had something interesting. I know Lady Boss is not active right now, but not only will Santa Muerte use to help you, she can help your pets and your whole family and whoever you want her to help. So, I would like to just tell you next time you're doing laundry, when you pick up your basket, and if you have little animals like a ferret or a rabbit hopping around or a little cat, puppy, and I'm a vet tech, and I've heard stories. People just pick up their laundry, don't even go through it, just dump it in the washer, and they realize they had their little kitten in there. Yeah, not a good day. So go when you do the laundry, just pick a few of your clothes, throw it in, make sure no one's in there, not your little friend is not in there. And yeah, it may take an extra 10, 20 seconds out of your time, but it will be worth it when you avert disaster. Also, think about spay and neutering your cat or dog. Do not declaw your cat. Do not do a show cut nail trim on your dog. It's painful, even under anesthesia. And when they wake up, it's painful. It's not fun. I'm not for ear docking or tail docking. I've seen on videos how they're done, and they're not done with anesthesia. They just go when they're just little puppies just born. They clip their tail and then they clip their ears. And sometimes it's not even done right and they get infected. Why? Because they want to look cool. You know, Rottweilers, Rottweilers supposed to have a long tail, not the stubby tail. That means they were docked. And that's painful. Can you imagine an appendage being cut off, a finger or a toe with no anesthesia? The pain that is, that's suffering, you know? So don't ask for when you ask for your puppy to get their ears and tails docked, remember they're not done under anesthesia. Just remember that. I know it's a terrible thing. So I just wanted to throw that as a PSA announcement. Also, be good to others. Stop trolling people just to be mean. There's just too much hatred in the world. Spread love, spread kindness, spread happiness. And I know sometimes, you want to troll bad people, but when people troll people because of the way they look or their body type and or their color, it's just so much negativity. And remember, you wouldn't want someone to do that to you. All right? So the world may not be a perfect place, but we could be making it better instead of worse. Thank you so much for watching. Please share my video with your friends and family and your internet, social media. And anyways, thank you. I made it to 400 because of people like you. If I've noticed that people who are on my channel have not subscribed, so please hit that like and subscribe. And as always, blessed be